my chest, first and foremost. I watch a lot of television, late night television. I saw a commercial the other night for a new product. It's what's called a natural alternative to the pill Viagra. By natural means, it's not a chemical, obviously. What it was is it's a product called the Postivac. Has anybody heard of the Postivac? Okay, the Postivac, if you don't know what it is it's a tube. Could be anywhere from 10 to 13 inches long. And it's a vacuum, it's a battery-operated vacuum that you put over your junk as a man in order for it to give you a robotic blowjob so that you can become erect and have sex with your woman. This is the alternative to Viagra. The thing is, though, the weirdest thing about it is that it said it takes up to 4 minutes to work. And I don't know about you guys, I don't know how many vacuums you've actually owned. I've owned all kinds of vacuums, okay? Battery-operated vacuums, rechargeable vacuums, plug-in vacuums. There's not a single one in the world that doesn't make this sound. When you turn it on. Right? Am I right? Has anybody ever had a silent vacuum? There's no such thing. Charles Dyson spends his whole fucking life dealing with vacuums and their problems, and he has not figured out how to make a vacuum silent. So I'm thinking this product, you know, like it's not really like the greatest thing. Like you're with your lady, you know, you're having a great night, you guys are drinking a couple glasses of wine, one thing leads to another, you take it back to the bedroom, you know, you guys are starting to get into bed, starting to get comfortable, and you're like, hold on honey, just a minute. Are you ready yet? You know, no, you know what? It takes 4 minutes, so like, just go grab another glass of wine or something. I feel like it's a ridiculous product, okay? A ridiculous product. I'm also really into the shake weight. You guys all know what the shake weight is? Okay, has anybody ever heard of the shake weight? The shake weight, basically what it is it's a dumbbell, okay, that has like a sheath on it, and women use it, they shake it like this, and it's supposed to tone their arms and their bust line. You just shake the dick right into your mouth. And I saw that product and I thought immediately, I know exactly what I want to do with it. I was like, fuck yeah, I know exactly what I want to do with that product. I want to put a Gatorade dispenser in the tip. So that way when you're working out, you're getting a real good workout, you're shaking it, and all of a sudden it's like, You know, like, I mean, it's a ridiculous product to begin with, the fact that you're doing it. And they just made one now for men. Of course, the regular shake weight for women is white. It's smaller. It's white. The shake weight for men is larger. It's, of course, black. You know what I'm talking about? So, it's a ridiculous product. Anyway, so I just turned 30. I just turned 30 last week. Yes! There are fans of the number 30 in the room. It's a great number. Super even. Divisible by 2, guys. Divisible by 2. So I just turned 30, and I still live with roommates, but right now I have a really great living situation. I used to live with a roommate who was an absolute moron. I don't know if you guys can tell this about me. I like to cook. Guy didn't get this size without knowing how to make a steak, you know what I'm saying? And so I like to buy nice cookware. And when I was living with this guy, I had really nice cookware. I said, listen man, if you want to use anything I have, feel free, please go ahead and use my cookware. But just, you know, take good care of it. You know, common sense things, don't use large metal knives on a non-stick pan. You know, anybody who's ever cooked anything understands this. One day I went in to get my pan and I noticed it was scratched to all the leaf. And I asked this guy, I was like, dude, did you use metal on this pan? And he's like, whenever I cook anything, I always put butter down first. I was like, great. I was like, but did you use metal on this pan? He's like, I told you, dude, whenever I cook anything, I always put butter down first. So I went to the refrigerator, I grabbed a stick of butter, I put it in his front pocket, I said, you hold that there, I'm gonna grab a knife. And let's see how this works out. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, maybe you know, the government has it wrong. We're spending like thousands and thousands of dollars on Kevlar vests. Everybody just needs a butter vest. Protects you against knives, bullets. Butter protects against everything, apparently. Butter makes everything better. So, idiot roommate. What can I say? I used to interview people for a living. That was my job for a long time. I used to interview people. And I had a lot of stupid questions asked of me in my time when I was interviewing people. For instance, I had a lady say, "How come I didn't get that job? Was it because my kids was acting out during the face-to-face interview?" Well, ma'am, I can't say for certain because I wasn't there, but fuck yeah, it was. Or I had a guy say, "Is it going to be all right if I bring a fifth of Jack Daniels with me in the car at all times? I'm an alcoholic." This guy was interviewing for a driving position. It's like, "Sir, no, that's fucking illegal." Or my favorite guy, he's like, "Is it going to be okay if I bring my dog to work with me? I like to feed him crackers." Guy likes to bring crackers for his dog. What can I do? I used to interview for 7-Eleven, and there was a guy who at the he had an interview for 7-Eleven, missed his interview, then called back to get another one. But 7-Eleven won't let you have another interview if you miss your first one because they have standards. We've all been to 7-Eleven. We know they have standards. It's true. You guys know. So I was the manager of the call center at the time. He calls up and asked to speak to me. And I came over the phone. I said, "Hello, sir. I'm the manager. How can I help you?" He goes, "You the manager?" I said, "Yes, I am. How can I help you?" He goes, "Well, they saying I did not come to my interview, and that ain't true. You see, what had happened was," and the thing about what had happened was, is that whenever anybody says what had happened was to you, the next thing they tell you is a fucking lie. I don't care who they are, it's your mom, it's your grandma, she's in the middle of a story, she's like, "What had happened was," "Grandma, you're lying." And so he continues with the story. He says, "You see, what had happened was, I came to my interview, but the manager, she had stepped out to buy a pack of cigarettes." And I was like, "Sir, we sell cigarettes at 7-Eleven. And he got real quiet. He was like, you right. I guess I didn't think that one through." He hung up the phone. I thought I was done with him. 10 minutes later, another phone call, same guy. I picked up the phone. I'm like, "Hello, sir. My name is Dan. I'm the manager. How can I help you?" He goes, "You the manager?" I said, "Yes, sir. How can I help you?" He goes, "Well, they saying I did not come to my interview, and it's true, but you see, what had happened was, is I was on my way to the interview when I got a phone call, and my kids was kidnapped. Now, I can't go to an interview with my kids is kidnapped. I gotta find them kids." I calmly explained to him, I said, "Sir, this is the same manager you just spoke with a few minutes ago. He told me the story about the cigarettes, which we both decided together was untrue." He got real quiet again. He's like, you right. I guess I didn't think that one through either." I thought I was done with this guy, but I swear to God, one more phone call from this guy. 10 minutes later, I pick up the phone, I said, "Hello, sir, I'm the manager, how can I help you?" He goes, "You the manager?" I said, "Yes, I am, how can I help you?" He goes, "The same manager I just spoke with." I said, "Yes, sir. Same manager you just spoke with, how can I help you?" He goes, "Well, good news, the kids is back, so I can make my interview now." He did not get another interview. In case that was a mystery, I needed to solve for anything else. He did not get another interview. So, like I said, I just turned 30. I'm starting to feel old now. I used to love to go to bars and talk to women. A lot of you might think, like, "Look at that big guy. He ain't no good at talking to women." I'm good. I'm good because I'm funny and jokes work, okay? However, my favorite of which recently did not work out. The girl was a little too drunk when I told it to her. She asked me, she goes, "What do you do for a living?" And I said, "Well, I am a ninja. However, my friend here is in sales at AT&T and just got a promotion." This is funny for two reasons. One, I could never be a ninja. And two, my friend was Asian. So she's like, it went right over her head. She's like, "You're a ninja? Where?" I was like, it's sort of freelance. Eventually, I actually did start to hit it off with this girl, and I took her back to my place. Everything was going just fine. One thing led to another. We got back to my room, and I was like,